Welcome to Chris Veve Journey, where I take you on a trip to Veve, always as an adventurer, never as a financial advisor, so please invest with caution. And on today's episode, we will talk about the drop date for the new Disney Gold Moments collection. I will also talk about a new website where you can track your NFTs. That's also really interesting. And yeah, that's the main thing. After that, I will just give you my ideas, what I think, which 5 collectibles of the Gold Moments collection will be the most interesting ones. And that is just based on if I was right in my previous video, what these statues are going to look like. So yeah, I hope you like it. I'm sorry, I'm still really sick and my voice is still acting up, so I have to sip some water during the recording, and I hope you don't mind too much. And also, we got a little premiere. I will be able to show you my new intro. We will look at it right now and let me know in the comments, do you like it or don't you like it? So if you do, let me know. If you don't, let me also know. I'm interested to hear it. So let's go. So we're back in the browser view to look at this new website I told you about, the personal NFT tracker. So yeah, let's talk about it. So you can see the whole website, like the sides are cut off. That's depending on my setup. Usually I don't check out too many websites. That's why my setup hasn't enough space for a complete website. But don't mind it. There's the link in the description, so you can check it out right now, or you can check it out later. You're not really missing anything important, even if you just look the video now. Look at the video now. So this is the landing page, and it's actually the newest NFTs are shown. And as you can see, it doesn't show the comics yet. They are not in the app yet. It also doesn't show all the newest pieces. Like there's not the stamps on there by now. This is because the website is so new. I can still say it's a pretty useful piece. Yeah, just bookmark it. I guess it's a really good website. That's how I use it. The newest NFTs is a nice overview. What I'm really more interested in is the second part, the cheapest NFTs. And that is something I find really interesting from all the stuff they show us here. Having a good look at the cheapest NFTs is pretty nice. I mean, they're not going to change much in the near future, but if you look at this website in like 6 months, when we have way more drops than we have now, so that might be quite possibly change a lot, right? So when this started to change, that's interesting. Like if you have a few gems laying around and you're not sure what to get, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you most likely would like to get, but most of the stuff is pretty expensive. But to say like, okay, here's a thing for 13 bucks. I mean, that's a quick grab and you can see it. Maybe you forgot all about it, then you see it here. Awesome. So the cheapest NFTs are really interesting. Then we got the most expensive NFTs. Of course, it's run by Donnie. Yeah, that's interesting. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's interesting. I love to see it. What are the most expensive ones? But it's not really helpful in my position. I mean, it's not like I can afford any of those pieces. But it's still great to see it, right? To have a view at it. And yeah, Harley Quinn is still puzzling to me why this Harley Quinn is so super rare. I mean, not super rare, but super expensive. I don't get it. There's so many iconic statues of her on the app that this is so super expensive. It's crazy. Okay, so let's check out the NFTs themselves. This is the NFT view here. And you can filter for comments, uncommons, or whatever you want to see. You can also favorite these pieces. So if you want to have a close watch on a few pieces, you just favor them. And then you can just look at your favorites, which is also pretty helpful. And if you go into the NFT itself, that is where all the interesting parts are happening, right? So here you see like brands. By now, you might be able to memorize all the brands and all the connections. But like I said, at a later point, with much more NFTs on the app, this will be super helpful if you're looking for it. So got store metrics. That's pretty much, that's not nothing new. Like you got the release price, the edition size, if it's still available, and the release date. That is not so important. That's like, you can basically see that in the app itself. But what we got on the right, that's more interesting, the market metrics. So you see the floor price, that's great. The amount of total listings, also great. The all-time high floor price, awesome, with the date. Also the all-time low floor price, also with the date. So that's interesting. So they don't have all the data from the whole time Veve is on the market. They just started to develop this website a few months ago. So that is how far their data goes back. And there's also no front end or back end connection with Ecomi. So they have no way to get to these data right now. There are maybe ways they will later on, but for now they only have the last few months, which is already great, right? That's already great. So I heard a discussion that it would be more interesting to also get an all-time high and all-time low for better mints, but that is, in my opinion, really hard to accomplish. I mean, you could go and say, okay, you check for the mint number 150 or something near the first 150 that are open to the market, which is essentially 190 even, right? So maybe the first 200. But yeah, it's not really, it's more of like of an estimation. So I don't know if I really need that. And then you have on the far right, my NFT metrics. That's how many editions you sold, how much profit you made, how many editions you owned, and what's your vault value. And that is really, really interesting. That's really what I like most about it. I mean, this view is already great, but you can get these pieces into your collection. So let's see for a piece I have, right? So here we got the Ben Riley Acrobatic Arachnid. So that's the uncommon, right? So let's add it to my collection. So I got one. So let's look for my edition number. My edition number is, so that's the wrong app. Let's see. Oh, I'm really, really tired today. So the app is not the fastest today, but we'll make do. Okay, so my edition number is 562. That's a nice one. I have to bought it on the aftermarket, but yeah, that's pretty nice. I did pay, yeah, that's not the best one, right? So I did pay 211 gems. At the time I thought it was a good price. I think you can get this mint cheaper now. I don't even know. So that's interesting. Would be nice. That maybe would be a metric that would be nice to see, that you enter your own edition number and it would show you something in the range of, I don't know, the next 50 edition numbers before and after that, what the price is. I guess that would be really interesting to see. So, and I did buy it. Now it says the 7th October. I guess it was the 8th, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I can see it on the app. That's why this is so interesting, because here you can actually add the real date when you bought it. Oh, I could see it in the transactions, right? So I will change that later. Doesn't matter. So now it's in my collection. Add it to my collection. And we can look in my portfolio. So you can see here's Ben Riley, Spider-Man, and I also got the Alligator Loki. I added that before. So whatever reason, the edition numbers are not being shown here. That's, I guess, still a bug because it's so new. But you can see your purchase price, your purchase date, your sell price, sell date, floor price, and profit. So as you can see, I'm at a loss of 43%. But of course, it's a 3-digit mint, so you can't really see for that. That's interesting to see. What I really like about this is that you can actually filter if you want to look for edition numbers, purchase price, purchase date, and if it goes lowest to highest number or highest number to lowest number. That's interesting. That's really, really great that you have so many possibilities to sort all these things. So that's a great website. Yeah, not really much to say about it. I did already register, so I didn't want to show it to you because it's really easy. You just enter a name and your email address and put in a password, and then you're registered. Of course, as always, don't use your Veve or your, I don't know, wallet, email addresses, login data for a third-party website, right? I mean, I have no reason to not trust this website, but it's just smart not to share the same email addresses and login data with third-party stuff, just to make sure. Better be safe than sorry, right? So with all that said, I have to take another sip because it's getting really interesting. Oh. Sorry. So next up, we will talk about the Disney Day and when the Golden Moments collection will drop. So interestingly enough, it now says collection to drop only on Veve. Before, it actually had a date. And I still have that image because someone posted it on Facebook. And I'm pretty sure after that, I went to the website and saw the same date. So here it says drops on Veve November 9th to 12th. That is like Sunday. So Sunday is supposedly the first drop, which makes sense. Most people were predicting the Sunday as the first drop. And as I already said before, they will drop during the whole week and end the drops with an ultra rare. So that's pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure that the 7th is the date when we see the first drop. About the drop, I did already show you guys what I think will the statues look like. You can see it actually in this video. I will put like on the far right, I will put a video up there so that you can check it out if you haven't yet. I'm like 99% sure that will be the models we will get because they were already shown in the Disney World Adventure Park. So yeah, and my top 5 about what I think will be the top 5. I think the top 5 here will start with Goofy because he's such a beautiful character and he's not like the first who comes to mind, but I think he's really, really loved by most of the people that are into Disney stuff. I also think this statue looks pretty good. It's really nice to display. And, you know, he has just an overall good vibe. And I think people will acknowledge it and that will make him one of the most interesting ones. Sorry. So on number 4, I guess R2-D2. I mean, that will be the first Star Wars piece. That is really, really important here. He will be the first Star Wars piece on Veve. He will also be NFA because it's a first appearance. And I don't know if they will add anything special if he's also something like an FE or CE for whatever reason. I mean, he's coming out as a special event to a special day, Disney Plus Day. So we don't know yet. But I'm pretty sure he will be like in the top 5, 100% sure. And I think it's also a great model, it's great looking. It has a lot of edgy parts, which really plays well if you want to show detail on these 3D models. He's also curved a lot, but I guess, yeah, they will make it happen and he will look like he will have a lot of detail in the app. That's just my prediction. Third place. I know. If you think about Lion King, ain't Timon and Pumbaa are the first ones you think about. And I don't know if I spell these correctly now. That's at least what we say in Germany, Timon and Pumbaa. And I hope that's also everywhere the same. I'm not even sure about it. Yeah, I think they're just such great characters. And as great as the story about the Lion King is, I think Timon and Pumbaa are the quiet stars there. And most people will recognize them first. They even had their own show. So yeah, I mean, they are just lovely, right? And they also look so great. Like this is where you actually can say it's a golden moment. It looks so great with those two characters. Yeah, I guess second place will be Pixar, and that is Woody from Toy Story. Toy Story is such a beautiful, rich franchise. And I think for most people around my age, Woody is so special because he's like the toy you most likely had an action figure or whatever that correlates with what Woody is, and he's what you would want in a character. He really is the best friend you could have. So yeah, I think people will resonate with this a lot, and I think that will make him very, very special. To the point where you could say, okay, he's not the most historic character, but he is already iconic, and that's why I think you can range him pretty high. And first place, I mean, that's a no-brainer. I mean, the Mickey Mouse itself. I think this will be the one on the 12th, the ultra rare, will be the golden Mickey Mouse. So this could go two ways, right? So either it will be the top spot, the most expensive one, and the ultra rare on the 12th, which would make sense. Or they would start on Sunday with Mickey Mouse as a common, which would be awesome for all the people, because they would basically say, hey, we want to have as much people as possible to enjoy this drop, and so we give a lot of people the opportunity to get a Mickey Mouse. But in this case, even if they do, I guess we would see an event like with the Labbits, where we will see prices for the common go up beyond imagination. So yeah, that will be interesting to see. And yeah, that's in my opinion, these 5 pieces are the ones you can I mean, that's not financial advice at all. It's just my personal opinion, where I see a lot of growth can happen aside from just the numbers. I mean, it will be very different if something is a common or if it's a rare. I also think that all the drops you will get will most likely be common, uncommon, and rare, that we always get 3 pieces, and then that we just get the ultra rare piece on the 12th. Maybe, I'm not sure. Overall, these are 36 statues, and these 36 statues have 50 characters. I was thinking about it, but I don't think there's a way that between the 7th and the 12th they were able to actually release 36 different statues. If they had like 6 days, they could do common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and secret rare pieces. So that would be 5 pieces in a drop. And if they do that for 6 days, now they would have to do it for 7 days, right? For a whole week. Then you got 35, and then you could end with an ultra rare on the last day. But since the ultra rare is the last one, I don't think they will drop secret rares so much in advance. Like, doesn't sound right to me. So I don't think they will release every of those 36 statues. There's also an honorable mention here, and that is the Marvel statue. So I think they will release it. This is the only Marvel piece they have in those statues. That's Rocket Raccoon and Baby Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I just don't think it's visually pleasing. I mean, it's not a bad statue, like not at all. But I think all the other statues look so great, and it's, in my opinion, a weird choice to use Rocket Raccoon and Baby Groot. It clearly is just the way to go for kids, in my opinion. And we also already have a lot of Marvel on the Veve app, so I think even if they bring it, it won't be one of the most liked pieces. It's just an honorable mention because we didn't have any Marvel on there, right? So one more thing. Here's a website, I will also link this in the description, where you can see 3D models of the statues. They released them over on different Instagram accounts where you could see them move. I guess that's really interesting. So let me just, okay, desktop audio is turned off. I don't want to get a copyright strike. So we could basically just, yeah, look at these ones. Okay, I have to turn down the sound here. So yeah, there's someone talking. That's the one who did play Belle on the Broadway show when they did Beauty and the Beast. Both characters are not in statue form. Instead, it's just the other 2 pieces that we will see shortly if she stops. Right, yeah, these 2 are the ones we see as a statue. And come on, show us the 3D model, because that's basically, I guess those will be the high-res 3D models that they use for marketing. And I'm pretty sure they will use similar models for Veve. Most likely they will give Veve the original files, and they will, you know, tune it a little bit down to get it on like PlayStation 2 level, so that it can be used in the Veveverse. And that was a really bad example for such a video, right? So let's see, maybe we can see better with Goofy. Take another second here to watch that one. So that guy is actually the voice of Goofy. And I think Goofy is just, that's why I took him 5th place. He's really all over the place. Yeah, as you can see here, it looks great. And to have it look like this in the Veve app, we didn't need better models to have it look like this in the Veve app, because this is mostly shader work. So we would not just need a better shading system and more lights. And this can be accomplished not easy, but more easy than just creating new characters, new 3D models. So we couldn't see any much of the videos here. Okay. So, and if you want the whole experience, I even found that on the on the Disney store. So there's a keychain collection which has at least 5 of those models. They even have the Mickey Mouse. So if you're into this kind of stuff, I mean, the price tag of 50 bucks, I think it's a little bit hefty on price, but it's also Disney, so not surprising at all. But just interesting that you can see it. So they really created these statues and they do a lot with them. So what can I say? I'm 100% sure that they will use it on Veve. I'm really sure about it. Yeah, so that's it. That's my predictions so far. Thank you for being here. And I hope you were lucky with the drop. Oh, with the drop. I got with the Eternals drop. I got one, but I haven't seen what I got yet. So it's a very high mint number. So maybe you guys would like to watch with me together. Maybe it is already delivered. It's been 2.5 hours now. So let's check out. Come on, you can watch with me, right? That's way more fun. Okay, so let's see. Ah, hell no. So that can't be true, right? 2.5 hours. Oh, no internet connection. Okay, wait. Okay. So that's weird, the app has problems. Okay, I own one of the editions. So that's great. So I guess what we can do now. Yeah, I can click here, right? I can just click here and then we can see which edition I got. Ah, it's the uncommon. Hey, that is... Yeah, well, that is... Okay, let me say this. I'm happy it's not just a common. I'm really happy. I'm glad. I'm thankful that it's not just a common. I don't enjoy the cover of the uncommon. So I guess I will put this in the marketplace, sell this and buy the common instead. For the simple fact that I would like to own the common. I love the common because it's the original cover. I don't dig these black and gray covers too much. I think they were great for the first few covers because they were special. Now I think with all the options we have, it's way more interesting to get the other ones than an uncommon. So yeah, I guess I will put this up in the market, sell it, but definitely buy the common because that's the one I want to have in my collection. But great, I'm happy. That's pretty great because that means a few extra gems in my bag, and that is always great. Happy. Yeah, that's great. So, so much for that. Would have been awesome to get the secret rare, not just to get the secret rare, but to have it on stream, right? To have it on a video, to see the reaction. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty happy. That's an uncommon. I'm always super excited if I get anything else than a common. I do love the commons and I will get the common because I want to have it, but it's always nice to have some bucks extra, right? That's always awesome. So thanks for being here. Again, let me know in the comments, what do you think about my new intro? And also let me know what do you think about my top 5 in the collection. Like I said, everything will be down in the info box, all the links that I show you. And yeah, let me know what you think about all this stuff. And yeah, I guess that's it. Hope to see you guys tomorrow, most likely, if I'm not dying from being sick. And yeah, see you guys. Bye bye.